Intro.
Gary Neville looking for his first goal for Manchester United. What a time to get it! Well,
Hey boys, how are we? Welcome back to Worldwide Reds, and we're live from the Gold Coast. We are live from the Gold Coast. Oh shit, we've got a double on up here. There we go, we just need to mute that. How are we, boys? All right?
Good, mate. Good. How are you?
You good?
I'm excellent, mate. How are you?
Good. We've got Beats Nick's joining us now. Here he is.
Can you turn that? Yeah, I can still hear myself talking. I don't like it.
I don't know why we've got echo on here.
You probably have a playing through TikTok or something. You need to put on mute.
Maybe it's this one. No, it's not that. I don't know. We've got fucking audio problems already here.
Bloody Ineos, mate. Ineos are affecting us.
Can you hear? Jordan, can you just confirm that I can hear you?
What's that?
Anyone can confirm whether I'm audible. Anyone can confirm whether I'm audible.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Sounds good.
You're good.
Mate, it's not easy, mate. Turn TikTok.
What are these two idiots doing?
No, I'm trying to back up.
It's their first day or something.
Jordan, any day I can see you wearing a United jersey on a podcast.
I'll wear one next time
One
for you.
thing.
Oh, yeah, it's been perfect.
After we win the derby, I'll wear one.
After we win the derby, so it's a long,
Yep.
far-fetched dream that you're having.
Well, even if we lose, I'll wear one. Are these two idiots even in this?
They are there, yeah.
No,
But
that's real
they're just
fun.
testing something.
Yeah, they're hopeless. They've had the last hour and a half to test it.
Let's get rid of that.
Is Adam in Gold Coast or Dino has traveled to his? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it's not echoing now, is it?
Yeah, you can hear one.
I can hear myself still.
We can hear
Just
them,
mute
mate.
Mate, what the fuck is going on here? Get rid of that.
Just mute it all.
See how that goes.
I can still hear us. It'd be the delay in Instagram.
There we go. How are we looking? There we go.
Did
We're
you
sweet.
mute it?
Okay, we're away.
He only had an hour and a half to sort this.
Mate, I'm fucking unmuted what I usually mute, and it didn't mute. Anyway, welcome back to Worldwide Reds. How are we, boys? All right?
Don't try and cover that up. Oh, we're really, yeah.
We're back.
great.
Adam was
We're back.
chasing me like whether how I was looking, whether I will be joining or not. But I think like there was some technical glitch at your end, Adam. Right?
Yeah,
Hey?
there's always problems with him.
We always have got problems here. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
that's United DNA. Always have a problem.
on. Yeah.
It's like Bruno got hacked, we got hacked. So, you know,
You just got hacked, man. Fucking hell.
just got hacked, you know.
I reckon
Anyway.
he posted it.
Let's move on with the show. I've got comments here already. Tom's in the house. Hey, Tom, how are you? What's he written here? They look like Man United midfielders pairing to figure out why the other team is running rings around us.
I want to be Bruno, that's for sure.
Massive issues today, massive issues. Well, friggin' hell, where do we start? You know what I'll do? Let's go. We'll do it like this. We're away. So what do we think of the game, boys, anyway? Fucking hell, it's been a nightmare at United over the last, week? Absolute shocking, and today's just finished it off big time, hasn't it? Friggin' hell.
Yeah. Felt like we could have been 1-0 up inside 3 minutes with
But-
Agadello. And after that, it just went backwards.
Oh,
I
mate,
was
absolute-
texting. I was constantly texting Adam for that Diego Dallo is a perfect definition of an asshole who cannot defend, who cannot shoot, who doesn't know to pass, and that lad happened to prove it in the first half with the 3 big opportunities. I believe it was 3 or 2 opportunities that he missed.
Yep. He's shot.
Mate, Diego Delort, like Dino are both watching this game, and Dino's quite how can I say it? While you're watching the game, polite, yeah. Dino's polite, man, while we're watching the game, and I'm just we're like what Cheech and Chong or fucking I don't know, mate. I was ruthless for the game.
Yin and Yang or something, opposites or something.
Yeah, but Cheech and Chong were the same, man. One would smoke cones till they couldn't stop smoking cones. The other one might stop. He doesn't even know who Cheech Chong is.
It's like
You're a baby.
I'm Michael Carrick and he's Fred.
Now I get it.
That's what it was like, man. Fucking hell, man. As soon as Diego Delort missed that first one, then he had another chance after that. That was it. He was done with me. The whole game, he was just pissing me off. The whole game. Just like, mate, I want him out. I never want players out. Never. Today was last chance for him. He can't defend. He just
Nothing.
all around the whole park. He's just, mate, even when he received that ball, and all he had to do was pass it into Cunha. I don't care whether it was Dean saying there was two players there. I don't believe it. All he had to do was pass into the space, and Cunha was on it. What does he do? Shoot from the outside the 18-yard box, or it gets blocked to go out over the. It's just fucking
My
brain
biggest
numbing.
issue with him is every time a winger gets the ball, they get a cross in on his side. Every time. It's like he defends the wrong side. He lets them go down the line and cross it in. And that's how they scored for their first goal. And then the really great marking we had inside the 6-yard box was so good.
For the first goal, when Jordan's talking about the first goal, have you seen he has missed his marker on his extreme right? Like he could have basically marked him and then probably he shouldn't have gone back. Like when you're defending, it's a basic common sense. When a player is coming towards you, you should not hold back when you have the entire defense line on your back. He was just trying to navigate the ball, trying to position in a way where he was beaten with one single pass. Mm-hmm. And with the first attempt that he had, the first touch, it was awful. The first itself took the ball away from him in not in the shooting area, but like he basically had to he has to go. He basically had a shot on the goalkeeper. It was so bad for that player. He has no clue what he's doing.
Nah, he just has doesn't know how to defend the space right. Like he sits too far off opponents, which allows them to play either side of him. Like
Jordan, what position was he playing today? Because I swear he was playing as a second striker. Like, how high was he getting up there? And
mate.
And that was half the problem, I think. Like, he was too busy worrying about getting up there.
Yeah, he's playing alongside Sesko. Sesko was probably deeper than him.
Surely that's like a tactical thing. Like, it's not. Yeah, but like, surely that's what Fletcher has told him to do that. Surely he hasn't just gone and done that.
Oh, well, whoever's told him to do that, that's just dumb. Especially when you're playing Brighton, who are going to be quick with the ball.
Yeah, but if he was playing as a proper right fullback and crossing the ball in, even if he's a shit crosser, just cross the ball in, like.
Yeah. Don't come inside all the time. You're not, like, he plays like he's really good on the ball, and he's fucking not. He plays like an inverted fullback, and he shouldn't be anywhere near the ball.
But then he goes plays for Portugal, and yeah.
Yeah, that's because they versed Lithuania, and Ronaldo scored the hat-trick.
Stop playing around with stuff. Just leave it.
Mate. Are you even on the pod tonight, Adam? What the fuck are you doing, mate?
Stop playing around with stuff. Just leave it.
Mate. Are you even on the pod tonight, Adam? What the fuck are you doing?
Mate, he can't sit still, this bloke. Like, he's on TikTok, he's on OnlyFans, he's on everything tonight. Like, it just keeps getting confusing. I just stick to this.
I fucking muted everything and still fucking up. It's all right. It's all good. All right, I'll stop. All right, I'll refocus. I'm focusing here. All right.
Can we talk about, I think, for me, the worst player on that pitch tonight was Cunha because of my expectations of him. Like, Cunha, for me, when he came in at the start of the season, like, my expectations were so high of him, and it's just been the biggest downer.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's tried to play like he did at Wolves, where he just tries to do everything, and he just doesn't do anything with it. He loses it every time he gets the ball, like he does.
Has he
3 touches
progressively
too many.
got worse, you reckon, through the season?
No, I think the hype around him at the start of the season made people think that he was good, because they used to think, like, I was the same. You get caught up in watching a player run with the ball and progress with the ball, which is something everyone's wanted. But it's 3 touches too many. He progresses and then he keeps going and he gets into trouble. He gets tackled, rolls on the ground asking for a foul. Every time. It's the same fucking thing. I don't think he got worse. I just think people thought he was doing good, but because he was getting the ball. Does that make sense? Like, he looked okay, but he's actually not doing okay.
We were in trouble this morning when Martinez kicks the ball at Bruno's face. Like, that just sums up like the morning. Like, before the game, you just knocked out the captain. Like, yeah.
Mate, just send him to another dimension. Yeah. I thought, I don't know, their goals, that defending on their first goal, man, it's like fucking doggo. Like, I know the ball ricochets back and it's but you got to be tight to your man. Like, he's 2 yards off him. He's 6 yards out. Like, it happened with their second goal. Like, Lenny Yoro's 3 yards off Danny Welbeck.
Yeah.
Just lets him to shoot. It's the same thing. Get fucking tighter.
So it was never a system issue. Like, we played 4-3-3 right now. People always used to point out that
I don't know if it was. I don't think Amarim's system again worked great. I think there was flaws in it, but I think you've had players now playing a 3-4-3 and trying to progress with that for a year and a half. You've thrown that in the bin and just gone, let's go 4-3-3 and throw a bunch of people in that have not been playing it. Like, Lenny Yoro hasn't played a 4 at the back with Manchester United this season. Martinez hasn't since he was back up with Ten Hag. So they're looking around going, well, we used to have extra cover. Now we're fucking shit. We don't.
So don't you think so that what Dino had pointed, like Dallo was playing as a second striker, so he was right on that third half of the game.
Need to be.
Yeah. Don't you think it is because of the system that he played 1.5 years back with Ruben Amorim that he has to push it in the front, and that basically has a tendency to keep himself on that side of the game?
I would say he could do that if he had the ability to do it. I just don't think Dallo's got the ability to be anywhere near the final third.
I think most of it too. Most of it is, if you have a look at today's game, like, we couldn't even hit a pass. That's what does me head in. Like, and we get Dino and I were talking about it. We're still getting, and we'll complain about having 2 in the midfield, right? Now we've got a few in the midfield, and we're still getting ripped in the midfield. Still getting ripped.
Yeah, but your midfield's not. You could have put a 4th person in the midfield today, and he still would have got ripped.
Yeah,
like,
but so
Kobe Mainey didn't know where to be.
Does that come down to the coaching? Does that come down to the system? Or does that come down to the players?
It comes down to you've had a system getting drilled into these players for 14 months. Then you've sacked a manager with no backup plan and no structure to go, we're shifting here. So you've just given Darren Fletcher full reign, right? Play 4-3-3, play what you want to do. Pretty much, that's probably what they've told him. Then you've gone and given... Bruno hasn't played 10 in 14 months. He's played as an 8.
Yeah, but like, Jordan, I'll counter that. They go on international break every month and they play fit back into those systems. So,
okay, and who are they playing for? Who are they playing against?
Oh, it can be anyone.
This is the problem. Like, people compare international games, mate. Fucking Cristiano Ronaldo got a hat-trick every week in internet. Yeah, but...
Hang on a minute. We played fucking Wolves the other day. We played that system and we still played shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you're not saying that.
He's saying that because
in
international they play teams.
Yeah, but my point is that aren't you saying that we play... It's poorer playing internationals than it is the Premier League, right?
No.
That's what...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. But we're playing Wolves, one of the worst teams that are in the Premier League currently, and we couldn't even match them in a 4-3-3 system.
Do you know who England versed in their last friendly games, Adam?
It's irrelevant, though. Your point is we go to internationals and they play against poor teams.
Yeah.
But it's not just England. It's Portugal as well. And you got other countries playing.
Okay. Portugal's entire starting 11 is better than Manchester United's starting 11. Their manager is better
But
than
that's
Manchester
fucking
United's
right across
manager.
the world. You can put the Socceroos against
Exactly.
fucking Manchester
That's why
United.
they're better at international fucking level.
Yeah, but they should still be able to play two different systems.
100% they should.
Yeah.
100%. They
No.
should be as poor as they were. I just don't think any of them know what the fuck they're doing out there.
But
Like,
like,
are you going to tell me any player on that field got the ball and went, I know what I'm doing with the ball?
but they should.
They should, but they don't.
Yeah. But who's that down to? The players, the manager, like, or have they all gone?
Everyone.
have they gone, we really liked Ruben Amorim, and they've just
Yeah.
gone sacked him. What's the point?
But I also think, like, I think Fletcher will be probably a great manager one day. He's been thrown to the deep end with a bunch of players who actually probably got on with Ruben,
Yeah.
who didn't want to see him go, and now he's gone, righto, we're going to change to this, and they've gone, well, fuck, we haven't played that. Okay, I don't know. It just seems the way they played last night, they looked clueless on the ball. They
Yeah.
looked static.
It was
they looked
pretty chaotic.
unfit.
Pretty chaotic.
They looked slow. They look like a
Well,
team that
how
didn't
often
want
has
to be out
Kobe
there.
and Garte played together? Like,
I thought Kobe was one of the worst players on the field.
yeah, I actually thought.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
I don't. I
Yeah.
totally
No. He was decent. He was decent.
Man, there's no
Yeah.
way I'm going to sit here and let you say
Yeah.
Kobe was fucking shit today.
He was not
completed the most passes in the fucking team.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Most of them
Fuck
are fucking
off, man.
backwards.
You are kidding yourself, Jordan.
He
Fuck,
was
you are
not.
joking.
He was not the worst player on the pitch, to be very honest.
What
As I agree with Adam. With
He did say one of the worst. He didn't.
I didn't say the
the
worst player on the field. I don't think
In-
a single player in that lineup could have come off that field today and held their head high. Not a single one.
100%.
Like,
Or
are
they
you
might
telling
even
me
lam-
after the
laments
first
as well.
10 minutes, after that first 10 minutes when we started, they were all over us. We had no legs.
Yeah.
What do you think about the week?
I'm not
I've
saying
got
Kobe's a
Elliot.
bad player. I'm saying his performance today against a team that we should have beat Brighton today. We should have. If you look at the names we have on the team versus what they have, the value of the players, the fucking contracts they're getting paid, and we're still letting Danny Welbeck score against us.
Twice this season.
Twice.
That's what I'm saying.
I love Danny. eh?
he's the kryptonite.
The one compliment I will give is our goal. Sesko did extremely well to win that header.
Especially
He
when Harry
wanted-
knocked him.
Yeah. I've got a couple of
John-
comments here. Look, I'm going to get to a few of the comments. I got Tom, system, tactics, club football, international football all becomes void when a player's first touch and decision making is as bad as ours. That's our consistent downfall, the quality of our players. I can't argue. Like,
But you look at all our players play internationally for their teams. Like, you got Casemiro still playing for Brazil. You got Cunha still playing for Brazil.
This is another thing for you. Do you like Brazil aren't Brazil? Like they're
I know. Yeah.
That's why Casemiro does. They haven't had a six come into there since Douglas Luiz, who's gone off the face of the earth as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
of course
got
Casemiro's better.
Elliot. A bunch of confused players at a confused club ran by a confused group of individuals.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it's fucking embarrassing, man. It's getting worse. It is absolutely getting worse, man. I've got Callum here. At least we didn't get knocked out by Macclesfield. Funny enough, if we had a won, we would have been playing them next.
Yeah, we would have been next round.
Yeah.
And we would have
beat Palace, who are
embarrassed
better
ourselves
than
against
us.
them. We would have embarrassed against them as well.
Well, they got 3 ex-United Academy players, so, you know.
So the embarrassment was
Academy's the
coming.
best in the world, so they probably would have.
Yeah.
Elliot's got down here, let's get the season done. I don't agree with that comment, and I don't agree with a lot of people that are saying it. We've still got a lot to play for. The players have just got to get their fucking head around it. Like, we're sitting in 6th position, right? So we're in Europe at the moment, right? We just need to be a lot more consistent. I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm guessing many wouldn't be surprised if we do come out and we beat City and then we end up drawing with Arsenal or something like that. I mean, that would be a miracle, but, you know, knowing this side, they'll probably do that. But I don't think the last couple of games, these guys' heads must be just going crazy. Honestly, with the hierarchy, you can't tell me the boys that are in this group are sitting there just liking everything that our hierarchy's doing.
Oh,
They're
not
like
at all.
us.
But
Their heads
this
will be
is,
rattled, and they're involved
this
in
is-
it.
I don't think people realise how big of a loss today was because of the lineup Brighton put out.
Mm.
Ben Hecken didn't play for him. Lewis Dunk didn't
No.
play for him. Matoma didn't play for them. Tom
Baleba
Watson in
didn't
the
play.
midfield didn't
Baleba
play.
didn't play.
Baleba didn't play.
They were
had
missing
Bruta.
7 players. They were missing 7 players.
That's what I mean. And they still killed us.
They were
They were
better than us.
ruthless. They were lethal. They just looked like they wanted every ball so much more than us.
But every team does, Jordan, don't they? It was
That's
another
the
case of the
problem.
goalkeeper playing well and shit like that. And
But Lamont's passed the ball straight to fucking, was it Danny Welbeck, like on the 18-yard box? What the fuck are you doing there? It's basic football. Well, even if he got that ball, I think it was to Ugarte, got it through that gap. Ugarte's press with 3 men there.
Yeah. We don't
Like,
pass
think
the
of the
ball
second
to a better
phase.
position. We
No.
don't pass the ball like
Never.
It's crazy.
It's like a hospital pass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Alright.
fucking abysmal.
No, but coming back to the Tom's comment where he said that irrespective of where the player is playing in whatever system he's playing, whether it's international or in any other club, the first touch itself counts a lot. Have you seen Bruno's pass to Sheshko and then he missed that first touch? It might be a driven ball to him, but the first touch that Sheshko had, he had a decent game yesterday, but I still doubt on his first touching ability. And I agree to Jordan. I remember the first podcast I did with you guys, and then you said clearly that have you watched Sheshko playing in Bundesliga? And you evidently pointed out that he's not a player. He's a highlight player. So you'll have a bunch of clippings coming together, and you'll see Sheshko is a very good player. This comes down to the management. Did we really wanted Sheshko in the season when we would have invested that sort of amount in a midfielder, getting a midfielder and backing Ruben? We would have done that. Now I seriously doubt on our management and the people who are sitting on the board that instead of spending 80 odd million on a striker, though we had a Højlund at our disposal, could we invested that amount in a midfielder and we would have sorted that position and the entire picture would have been different for Ruben?
Well, this is a question for you. Would Højlund have the same amount of goals as Sesko this season?
I don't think so because his confidence was shot.
No, probably he would. He played really good in preseason, by the way, Dino.
Yeah,
We
but
got
preseason.
No, but we had we have 2 number 10s that might that will enable his
Cunha doesn't
movements.
pass it. Cunha doesn't pass it.
mate.
So it's not 2 number 10s. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you're saying
Okay.
Sesko had a bad first touch. 10 minutes before that, Bruno played a through ball into him 3 meters ahead of him.
And he's done that
you
on-
know, like,
Done that on 2 or
Yeah,
3
like, it's
occasions
just-
as well.
you can pick and choose what you want to look at. And that's the thing. Like, because he's a striker, yeah, his first touch, and he should still be scoring more. You got to remember,
So
he's
you-
22.
So
Like,
you
he's not
happen
the
to say
big-
that just because Cunha doesn't pass, whether that signing made a sense then, because that was the whole point of getting 2 number 10s.
What's that, sorry?
So when you say that Cunha doesn't pass, which is yes, evidently right, that he
Yeah.
doesn't pass, he's kind of a flair player. Would it make any sense that we would have signed 2 number 10s? Like we shouldn't have gone for Cunha then, for that matter. We would.
But we bought 2 number 10s because of the system.
Yeah, but then but Cunha doesn't pass, so that profile doesn't fit into that number 10 position.
But who brought Cunha? Do you reckon Ruben brought Cunha? Because I don't.
So then it comes down to the management itself. That's the whole point.
Jason
Ineos has
Wilcox
lost.
has already come out and said, I like to coach the players and tell the manager what to do. So you're dead from day one.
Yeah,
Like,
here's the thing there. Fucking Ineos, if you had your bloke, if Wilcox come out and said that, right, he should be fucking sacked instantly. Honestly. If he thinks he can overrule the manager of the fucking football club,
it's a coach.
yeah, fuck, yeah, that fucked. That's what I mean, yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous, man, to come out with a fucking comment like that at a function, mind you, at the Ex-Players Association, in front of fucking probably 200 people at a function, and you've gone and rated yourself in front of Ruben Amorim. You're an absolute joke of a bloke, man.
Jeez,
Omar
like
and
this-
fucking Wilcox should be gone instantly.
I think so, but I think the problem with like Wilcox is like, do you understand his background in football? He played for Blackburn. Like he's
Yeah.
not. he's not a Champions League winning footballer. He hasn't got all these accolades. Like, he's just got himself into a position now where he's got a lot of say in football.
Mate, we should have got Paul Mitchell. He was way better candidate, in my opinion.
Yep.
But, like, you look at, like, you know, here we're talking about Sesko and all that. That's not my issue. My issue is the players that have been there 3-4 years, like, they have not improved.
Yeah.
It's Jordan. What do you keep changing stuff?
No, it's fine.
No, because, look, he's not doing that.
He doesn't need to do it. He doesn't see
3-4
me.
years. So for that matter, then we should have sold Diego Dallo long back. We should have
100%.
sold Luke Shaw for that matter as well. Though he's playing good at the
Casemiro,
moment.
Harry Maguire. Like, where's
Harry
Matthias
Maguire.
de Ligt?
Exactly.
Like, de Ligt had a minor injury, and it's been, like, 2 months.
And he's our best centre half.
Yeah.
You know the other issue I have is with Sesko and Bruno, right? It's like they don't practice anything on the training pitch.
No, they don't.
So when they're playing through the game, Bruno's actually coaching Sesko through the game. It fucking does my head in. What do they learn? What are they doing at training? Well, if Sesko doesn't hit the line that Bruno's doing, next minute he's talking to him for 30 or 40 seconds about you should be running there, you should be running here. Fucking guy must be confused out of his fucking head.
But he should
Did you
also
see
know where to
Dallo?
go.
Do you see Dallo at the free kick? He's like pulling Sesko like
Mate, it's
down. That
fucking
was so
bullshit. I don't know where Delot gets off thinking he can coach players through a game. I don't know where he gets
funny.
off.
He got the captain's arm.
Oh, mate, fuck the captain's armband. The bloke's a fucking dickhead. He's the only bloke that believes his own hype. Honest to God. And next minute he'll go, and he's done this on several occasions. Bruno's going to take the free kick, and he'll start telling Bruno where he should be putting the free kick. It's absolutely mental, man.
That's because
crazy.
See,
that
I've
was
got a
basically-
big problem with players telling a striker where to run for the goal. The striker should already know that to start with, and no one should be telling him otherwise. His job is to put the ball in the net. If you get to that level as a striker, you have to have some sort of instinct of where the ball's going to drop. Like, look at Van Nistelrooy, just knows where the ball's going to drop inside that box and scores. And I don't think Diego Dallo, of anybody, should be telling Sesko where to stand. Because if
100%.
Sesko does the run himself, actually does what he wants and scores, his confidence is going to be so much higher than Diego Dalot going up to him when he's celebrating, going, yeah, I told you to go there. We're thinking, fuck off, wanker. Oh, fucking does me head in. Like, who the fuck's he telling anyone to go anywhere? The only fucking spot he should be going is back on
mate,
the bus,
there's
mate.
fucking fire everywhere tonight. There's no one putting anything out. I've got a couple of comments on Instagram here. I've got Robbie. He's talking about Sesko and Rasmus. He said, it's hard to say. They both bring separate strengths. Rasmus would link up more in the build-up, and Sesko brings height and versatility. I don't know about the link up with Rasmus, man. I felt he didn't
You know what
link
Rasmus
up
was
much
really
last year.
good at, though, is running off the shoulder.
Yeah.
Is in the channels running off the shoulder, but he ends up a bit wider than you'd probably like for a striker. 'cause
Yeah, he
actually-
does that, but Sesko was doing that as well.
Imagine if we had both of them playing at the same time.
Oh
So you
my God,
mean
it'd be like watching
4-4-2?
giraffes with boots on.
Fucking run into each other. And I've got another one, just a little funny one. He goes, bring back Chicharito. He's available. Don't throw those ones out there, Robbie. Our fucking club's liable to do it.
I'd take him. Start him.
Well, might as well go get Bex. He's still
But
fit.
the problem is we're laughing at having two strikers. We should have two strikers.
Yeah,
Like,
we didn't even have another striker on the bench today, did we?
no. All right.
Zugzi.
Like, what? Why isn't
Zugzi's not- he's
What
not
isn't
a
it?
striker.
Zugzi. Exactly, Zugzi.
Like, it's an FA Cup game. Perfect game for him to come in, Chito Obi.
Oh, Ruben's fault.
And you just and he's not on. He's not there to come on. Like,
But that's the thing. We don't know what's happening in the background, so it's hard to.
But I also
everyone
think
can
that
say put him. Like,
I think the board are pressed on Sesko playing as much as he can because of the money they've spent on him. Like, you've spent 70 million something pounds on a striker that scored, was it 12 goals last season in the Bundesliga?
mate, I'll be honest with you. I don't think
I'm-
Ineos has got any idea what they want to do. I don't think they've got any idea. Seriously, man. What? They can't even work out. Okay, look, we dropped today that Carrick's going to be the interim or whatever you want to call him, right? But is that the solution to get Carrick? You've all of a sudden gone and dropped Dameron. Let's go and throw Fletcher in just to take 2 games. Now we've got Carrick coming in. There's supposed to be someone coming in with Carrick as well as Fletcher.
Yeah.
And then how many games does he do? So they're running around trying to find a full-time manager.
Yep. And this is what I was going to talk to you about tonight. And as much as I don't like the way Chelsea run their football club, they got rid of Maresca with a plan already in place of what they're bringing in, who they're bringing in, and it was instant. So Maresca left. They brought in that Liam Rozier. He came in. They won 5-1. They're flying now. They're confident with their players. He's come in. He's told them what he wants, how he wants to play, and all this. But they already had a plan before getting rid of Maresca. We got rid of Ruben and went, what do we do now, guys? Like, has anyone got any ideas?
But this is consistent. They do it all the time.
So
It's not like we haven't done it before.
So the ego comes into the picture and not the betterment of the club. So ego, basically.
Yeah.
But you look at their other club that they own, Nice. Like the last 4 years has been absolutely shambolic. Like it's not new. We all thought Sir Jim was going to be the savior because he's from Manchester and all this stuff. His businesses aren't, especially sporting businesses, aren't well run. So why are we surprised? Like I'm honestly here going, why are we surprised?
Because we believed we were getting saved.
It's because everyone was so anti-Glazier, so they put a puppet in front of them, and then we all forget about that. You know, now we've planned more protests, but like it's all good doing a protest once a year, unless it's every game, which I don't expect it to be because, like, you know, it won't happen. But you're not going to get change. Like you look at countries that right to change prime ministers and presidents and stuff like that. That's what we need. We need a full-on blown right to actually make the world stand up and realize what's happening at the club. Like the club is an absolutely joke throughout the whole system.
The thing that I hate is I was also one that fell for this is we went and so-called hired the best in class at the time for each position on the board. Your sporting directors, your football analysis, all those different roles that like all these Barada's taken up, Wilcox. It's like none of them have got the same fucking plan or idea. Like everyone wants to do their own different things, and they're all probably butting heads, and it just feels like no one knows what's going on.
But you can't tell me they're the best in class. Like the guy was at City, they got 115 charges against them. Like he's not the best in class, and Wilcox isn't the best in class. They got the names that were out there.
Oh, I don't know, man. I think like Dan Ashworth, what he's done with clubs, building them from nothing. I think he was the best you could probably got at the time, especially what he's done with Newcastle.
But he didn't do that with big clubs, Jordan. That's the issue. Like,
are we? We can't beat fucking Brighton second team, bro. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. But
we
they
need
say
someone that can.
Why don't we get best in class on the pitch first and then worry about that? Like, we can't attract the best in class.
No, that's what I mean. So you got to start with building a foundation to work off.
But you didn't need that in like the past, where you know you don't need like we used to have the most scouts out of any club in the world, and like they were literally just getting paid for nothing. Because look what we've recruited the last 20 years. Like we shouldn't be in a position here where we're saying we pretty much need to get rid of every player. Like it just shouldn't happen.
But because we can't move players on because of the contracts we think we're getting we thought like Harry Maguire's come great. We spent 80 million on Leicester's central defender.
Yeah, but you couldn't tell me he was the best defender in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Someone at the club has said that's the best at the moment we're going to get. Let's throw 80 million there.
Yeah, because you had like CEOs that were like business people. Like
that's what I mean. It's always going to fail. Fuck. Like how do you expect to sign players that? Like this is why I think Arsenal struggle so much. They haven't got players that have won league titles. They don't understand what it takes when you get to the final 12 to 10 games to really grind it out. We signed these players we signed Falcao after 3 knee reconstructions. We signed Di Maria, which I thought was going to be a great signing. The physicality of the Premier League just blew him away.
But we also signed Casemiro from Real Madrid.
Casemiro,
When did
exactly,
Real Madrid let a player go?
Exactly.
It doesn't happen. Like,
But it's exactly
happen.
like. And as much as I love Matthias de Ligt, and I think he's fantastic, I always have in the back of my head, Juventus
Injury.
bought him as their future captain, and they let him go after 3 seasons.
yeah.
Bayern Munich picked him up and let him go after 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mate, the guys had like 20 managers.
But why are 2 big clubs letting a player like that go?
Yeah, but how do you find the next player to come in that centre half position or any position in any position at Manchester United when we're in such a fucking state? Who would come? No one.
No, but this is an
so
ongoing issue, not just like
But that's
now.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's
the
an
last
ongoing
20
issue.
years,
Yeah.
Last 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No,
you can
but-
say a certain amount of times we've got the fucking greatest history in the world. You know, we're in such a bad state. You can guarantee they go in and say, look, the club's in such a bad state. You can come in and make a name for yourself and all the other bullshit that they come along with. But you
Yeah.
wouldn't go. You become worse. Name a player that we have actually that's come to us and gone up. Every one of them's gone fucking bad. Look at Rashford today. He's gone. He's winning fucking El Clasico fucking trophies. It's a fucking joke. The club is fucked, man. It's fuck. I've never seen a club that is fucked up as bad as this club. And I've been a supporter for 45 plus years. It was never this bad even in the fucking 80s. Even in the 70s. Because you had players that would play for the badge. You had a fucking club, people that were at the top that actually cared, but just probably were confused. And it's just plateaued so out of fucking control now. It's a fucking fuck up. I can't even put fucking words together.
My neighbours can hear him, by the way, too. So I don't think he realised he yells. Like, he doesn't just talk, he yells.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The police are on the way, boys.
But there's not many. You can't tell there's many players now that love the badge and play for the badge these days. Like
Nah.
the game's
The
completely-
No, you have players. You have Bruno who plays for the badge, but it something is rotten. Like I can understand the frustration that Adam is having. Like it is deep dive into that club that we cannot even like where should we point it out? Like whether it's a manager, whether it's management, whether like the players. Like we would have targeted like players like Haaland and Bellingham during the time, but they chose a different path. Like you said, like okay, there's name some players that would have like come to this club and said, like okay, let's try to make a history. Like let's get this club back to the place that it belongs. But those sort of players that who are like who can bring this club to a sort of a glory, they don't choose us. And the reason why they don't choose us is because there's something going bad in the heart of this club, in the core of this club. We cannot point out at owners. Okay, fair enough. You don't want to point out at management. Okay, then whom should we point it out? There's this thing in India, by the way. I'm going to religious and probably a thing that we do. If something bad is happening in your house or like with you, we try to remove the bad evil, like bad omen. Like we do some rituals, we do pujas, artis, and like anything that will get out of this thing. Probably there is something right now. I feel that we should have done it. Like do something, some sort of a fucking ritual in the house of Old Trafford, in the entrance of Old Trafford, and get that bad or evil get out of this thing. Like I'm going in that direction right now. I know I'm
half the
probably
problem.
fool.
Half the problem is us, the fans. Like,
Yeah.
the Indian national cricket team lose a game, and how bad do the fans react? Like, it's crazy.
I know.
Like, so for the last 20 years since social media's all come out and blah, 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 a guy plays one game, he's already the worst, the shittest, the best. You know, like, he's judged on that first game. Like, you look at every kid that comes into the team.
Yep.
Oh, he's going to be a superstar. He's going to be a superstar. Like, they just get so much pressure put on them. Like, it's crazy.
That's the problem. though,
It's
is-
fans and the media.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was
And
a
the
picture
money.
where Alex Ferguson was sitting with Nicky Butt and Paul Scholes, and they were having some chit chat. This is the part where they shouldn't be having a chit chat. You shouldn't be coming to the matches because you have ruined this club after your era by talking so bad about the players, putting so much pressure on each and every guy. Say that for management, say that for top bosses, your players, your coaches, your ground staff. You have been putting pressure on every single. It's like they don't want to ruin the legacy. Okay, we are the 92 class. I'm Sir Alex Ferguson. We have achieved so much, and I don't want any random Tom, Dick, and Harry coming in this fucking club and proving that he's way better than what they are doing. I'm sorry.
I'm actually surprised they let Scholes and Butt in. Like, you know, Ineos are the type of people that I could see just going, "That you two aren't welcome anymore."
Yeah, but I think
I've got heaps of comments here. I'm going to get into these comments. There's comments going off here. All right. I got Tom. It's still the Glazers' business. They've played a
Blinder.
They played a blinder. To be fair, they're escaping all the heat yet again. We're all Sir Jim, Ineos, Ahmed, and Delight. Where are we?
Amarin, mate.
Amarin, sorry. The board is just like the players. The moment they stepped in, they got space jammed. Another one down here.
See, this one I want to talk about. So he sat there and said Arsenal did not and does not have pundits criticise them 24/7 because they're fucking winning. When Arteta was under the pump there 4 seasons ago, they were one of the most talked about clubs in the world. They were,
and then when they choked as well. When they choked the league, they do. Like.
But they're favourites to win it. The last 2 years, they've been favourites.
Yeah.
And this year, they're probably more likely to be the biggest favourites they've ever been. But going back to what you said, sorry, Dean, about the pressure and stuff on players, I think the problem is a lot of fans see the price tag the players are getting bought for. So you look at, what was Cunha, 55 million, and Wemo was 60-something million, Sesko, 70 million. They expect these players to be like, oh, well, for 55 million, he's got to be fucking unreal. But not thinking,
that's just a club making a random number. It's like you going to do a quote. You're going to do a quote.
It's not the player's fault. Yeah. And I've always gone back to that. And I say the same thing with Sesko, as much as I've never thought he was what.
Yeah, like, you know, like the club can say you can have Believer for 150 million. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Like,
yeah, but that's not Believer's problem. Yeah, that should be put on his shoulders.
But the problem is, when he comes here, we all hammer him going, he's $150 million player, he doesn't have a first touch, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. The only big money signing in the last probably 3 years in the English league that I think no one has spoke about the price tag has been Declan Rice. I think everybody else has been criticised about the money that they've cost, and I don't think it's got to do with any of the players' faults because they don't decide the value of them. They just
I think Rice got done the first season, but then obviously he's proved to be a $100 million player.
Oh, he's a $200 million player.
Yeah, Declan Rice.
I've got one here from what's that? Elliot, lads, just go back to the previous stuff. We are missing an identity at the club. For us to have an identity, there needs to be a consistency from the under 10s to the senior team. Yeah,
but that doesn't matter. The owners not there. Like,
that's it.
Yeah, that's never going to happen when your board are telling your manager how to play football.
That's right.
Like, the whole thing goes back to the other week when we said that the fucking reserves aren't even playing the same formation as Ruben.
Yeah.
But that's basic. So how are they supposed to come in and play?
Yeah.
I got this from Tom. Scholes and Butt haven't ruined this club. For fuck's sake.
What's the on a bit?
I don't think no one's saying that, Tom.
We're saying, Tom, that they criticise the whole team and play.
Exactly.
And then they sit next to Sir Alex the next week.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm running a company, I'm not allowing that in my club. Like, that's how I look at it. Doesn't matter what they've done in the past. If you're criticising and hammering the players in the club, you don't then allow them to come in and do that. That's my opinion.
See, us criticizing is something else because we are not heard by United board. Like, we are coming on a podcast, we are criticizing, we are talking with our friends. But
there's 4 people
like
watching.
The players who have played, like who have worked for that organization, and they are speaking bad about the club, about the pressure that they're putting in, and then they have an audacity to sit in the stands and having a chit chat. It doesn't look good. How can you?
Jordan ran a business, and one of his workers is slagging his business off to everyone that he's doing jobs for. Jordan doesn't want
see you later. No, see you later. See you later.
Exactly.
Like, all these pundits are, oh, it's my job. But yeah, it's your job. But there's got to be repercussions also for the job that you're doing. Like,
and I think because of the same reason why Amarim got fixed in the last week, because he was speaking bad. Like, I know you have some points to be placed. You are disappointed with the club's management, but that doesn't give you any right to come in public and have a bashing on the club, on your organization where you're working. It's not like I'm going out and I'm working for a VW and I'm just criticizing the CEO left, right, and center every moment that I've get. obviously at one point he or she will have some sort of a thing like, okay, you're done, Mike. You're not going to
100%.
be in this organization. So that happened with the Ruben.
But it's like with Ruben, like they were quite happy for him just to see out the rest of the season, but he didn't shut up. He stood up for himself, and that's when they've gone, see you later. So, that's why they didn't have a plan, because they weren't really looking that far ahead, because they didn't think that he would come out and say that. But he's called them out, and they've gone, well, you can't do that to us. See you later. Oh, Darren Fletcher, here you go.
And even, have you seen the press conference of Darren Fletcher? He clearly mentioned that these players are fragile. Before the start of his regime, he said that he would try to indict some sort of a qualities he sees some sort of a qualities, and right after the defeat he says that these players are fragile. They cannot dig into the moments that they get. So it again comes down to the players as well now. So every layer of this club is blaming and putting blame on something or the other layer. So it is not going to go anywhere after this.
You can't judge too much on Fletcher though. Like, he's only had 2 games.
I heard a good quote today actually. And it was, you can't get a new manager bounce if none of the players wanted a new manager.
That's right.
So
I said that a couple of pods ago when Amarin got done in. I said these players could turn. These players could turn. And
but that's what I'm saying. That, like, people are expecting Fletcher to come in and maybe do a better job and play this 4 at the back, and the players to respond and that. But they were happy, like, under Ruben. They all seemed to. Every single one of them made a post about him. Like,
you see Ahmad's post? It was pretty much
he was
like talking to
disgusted.
his dad. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Except for Kobe, I don't think so anyone had issues with him.
I think Ugarte, Kobe. That's probably
Ugarte is shit. Yesterday, one of these passes. Oh my God! I'm talking. Sorry to interrupt, Jordan. But one of the passes that he had, like the audacity, I was so frustrated with that pass. Like, he passed to no one. He passed it in the.
Yeah, but that was consistently, Nick, through the whole game. That was consistently through the whole game. The passing was
you have this breakout moments in the game. Like, I know I'm consistently shit, but there's one shit moment that you try to put it. Okay, this is the point. Like, I'm going to kill this guy. Yesterday there were so many moments with Dallo, and one of the moments with Ugarte as well. Yesterday it was a chaotic, no doubt. But yeah, you cannot go back with that thing like, okay, Kobe and Ugarte had problems with the manager. Ugarte was not in the picture. Okay, I can certainly understand Kobe because he proved his worth before Ruben making him sit in the bench. But okay, I can still understand about Kobe, but not about Ugarte. Don't give me that Ugarte thing, Timo, please.
Right, I think Ugarte's had his best 3 games for United the last 3 games.
Yesterday was
great.
I've
said the same thing.
Oh fuck! What levels we have reached?
but he has. I'm just being honest.
I reckon he has. I reckon he's played well.
He's played better than he has.
The levels that we have reached, we are finding these games better. These players are betting last. Even I was not happy with the last game.
He just picked out one poor pass by Ugarte in 90 minutes. Like, you can't just be.
Yeah, he was chaotic. Yeah, he was entirely. That's what I'm saying. The entire 90 minutes he was chaotic. And then one, like, he's playing shit the entire time, and then one shit moment that we can target. Okay, this is the most shittiest moment you did. Same goes with Dallo. Dallo had 3 shit moments, but he was being shit throughout the game.
Shit moments. Kobe had shit moments. Casemiro, they all had shit moments.
I think Lenny Yoro was pretty horrific too.
But Yoro's 19. So people say give the youth a chance, and then when we do give them a chance, they hound them. So. You got to be a bit of both.
No, yes, talking about Shealy as well.
Okay. I understand the youth side with a lot of the players. Lenny Yoro was the most wanted teenager in the world for a defender.
Was he, or was that just what people said?
Mate, did you watch him for Lille last season?
No, because I don't watch the French league.
Mate, he was fucking incredible.
So he played He played against one good team twice in that season.
One good team?
Well, there's only PSG in France that are good.
PSG aren't even winning the comp this year.
Yeah, but they will.
They still will.
They still will.
Come on, man.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. This is what we look at. We go, we've just got the best 18-year-old in Europe, blah, 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 blah. He chose us over Real Madrid, rah, rah, rah. Like, no, to me, that means nothing. Like,
okay, so who should we target then in that case, in this particular market where you say that, okay, a player who is 19, who has played exceptionally good for Lille for last 2 seasons, who has
I
been
had no problem
monitored
going
by
for Lenny
Evan.
Yoro. I had no problem
Yeah,
with it.
In-
I,
in the
I don't think so.
position-
Any City
In
player
the
would have
position
tried.
we're in, we shouldn't be buying 19-year-olds. We should be buying 23, 24, 25-year-olds
Yep.
in our current position.
so before I was cut off, that's exactly where I was going. My problem's not buying Lenny Yoro. My problem is buying Lenny Yoro to start.
Yes, correct.
Hey, so the other player you'd go for, if you're looking for a young starter, you would have gone and tried your absolute heart out to get that Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth before he went to Madrid, because he's proven at a young age that he can do it. Lenny Yoro, again, as we just spoke about, was unbelievable in France. Premier League's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
He needs to learn off someone. He can't be thrown into the deep end and everyone going, "Oh, he's the best young teenager. He's got to be so good off the bat."
Especially
No, he
when
doesn't.
you got a track record of Martinez coming off an ACL, Harry
Yep.
Maguire's always injured, and Matthias de Ligt is injured a lot as well. So
Yep.
you know he's going to get minutes, and it's like
Yep.
you needed a 26, 27-year-old in that centre half role
Yep.
who's played in the Premier League to say this is what's happening.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
and that's down to just poor management all over. Like
Well, I think they went for Lenny Yoro because
Rio Ferdinand liked him.
yeah, and because Real Madrid wanted him.
But I don't
Real
think Real Madrid would have got Huijsen or whatever his name is, as a guy.
Poison.
Well, they probably would have.
Because they need a new right back because Carvajal's going to leave this year.
No, they would have gone for they would have.
Valverde slots in there perfect for him. They got Trent at right back now. They got Rudiger and Eddie Militao, who are always injured.
Yeah. I know. I just don't
take-
think spending that much money on two centre halves in the one season.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know,
Rudy
I
Hayes
think-
leaving on a free. Should we get him?
Who?
You need someone with experience, just to I don't know. Lenny Yoro's been thrown in the fucking deep end, man.
100%.
Like,
I've got a comment here
feel
from
bad.
Robbie.
So is Heaven. Aiden Heaven's the exact same position.
he's a
Yeah.
good defender, man. He's a fucking good defender.
Yeah, but as soon as he does something shit, that fucking everyone's all over him.
Nah,
Straight away,
he is.
fucking rat man.
He needs to be fucking protected for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
He is so intelligently smart at reading a one-on-one situation for his age. It's incredible.
Hmm.
It's not even
But
like
he
he's
needs a
tackling.
senior figure next to him. That's
Exactly. You need to
yeah.
protect him.
a proper pro.
Yep.
I've got Robbie in the comments here on Instagram. It says, is it really worth it investing in these young players when the club is in disaster state? We need consistency and experience, not the time to spend so much on so many young players hoping they turn. Went for Rasmus and Sesko. Should have went for Calvert.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin.
This guy's on drugs. Whoever wrote that.
Gets goals and bees in England. Yeah.
Yeah, but see the reason why we are we are trying to put our investment in the young players is because if the player doesn't click, say for example, we don't find Sheshko clicking in next 2 seasons, or probably Lenny Yoro as well, we'll still get a good fees for these players. We cannot expect a good fee when we have 27-year-old coming. Say for example, if we get Watkins for that matter, he's playing really good for Aston Villa at the point. We would have gone for Watkins, and then if he would have failed dramatically in this club, we wouldn't have sold him. It's stuck with our payroll. That's the
Maybe
problem.
this
Why we
question
have
then.
We made money on a player like that. That's not an issue.
I'll give you this question then. Do you expect a young player to come in and improve when they've got no one
No.
with the leadership to show them what to do?
No.
So he makes a
That's-
great
that's
point
not
there.
improved
We've
in our
got to
team.
sign these. We've got to sign these young players expecting the world out of them. Who the fuck's showing them how to play
Mate,
football right now?
I love the breaking news when we signed a new 16-year-old from Southampton. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it.
We had the
Exactly what we
comment before, when we were talking about players improving. What's his name? Red Devil said Bruno. He hasn't improved. He's just stayed inconsistent. That's all he's done. I don't think he's improved at all. He's just stayed the same. He's just okay. He scores. He's always scored goals. He's always put through balls. I just think probably he's toned himself down on doing stupid balls and probably been a bit more consistent in throwing through. But he needs better players around him to get better.
His biggest thing with Bruno is because he's such an elite level footballer. He expects everybody around him to be an elite level footballer. And at that Manchester United team, there's fucking no one near his level of ability of attacking. So, like you're saying before, how he's trying to coach Sesko where to run. You put an absolute 9 up there, like at Lewandowski, and you see Bruno's output just go through the roof even more. But he hasn't got that. But he expects that from players, and that's why he gets frustrated. That's why he starts having his tantrums, things like that. He's improved because his numbers look good. But he could go to any club and have fantastic numbers.
Oh, imagine if he
That
was at
happened with
City
Erling
with
Haaland.
Erling Haaland. Like,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Even
And he
with-
looks good in this squad.
Even
But
with when
don't
we
you
had
think that
Edinson
comes down to
Cavani,
stuff in the training pitch?
Sorry, well, who am I listening
Don't
to?
you think that comes down to consistency on the training pitch?
Time
Like him
on the
coaching
training
on the
pitch it
pitch
takes.
shouldn't happen. It's fucking embarrassing, man. Seriously, he
Which
should
bit's
be.
that?
Sorry,
Which bit are you talking about?
we're talking about Bruno and coaching on the pitch and telling players where to stand and everything like that. Players should
But that's-
know where to be.
Exactly, but they don't, because we've signed players that don't really. They're learning their craft.
they don't
Yeah,
have
like
the
Sesko's
Sesko's not a
learning.
finished project. Like, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
the Sesko Hoyland's not a finished project. Like
Yeah.
you're signing all these young players. This is where we go back again. Like the best player for Sesko right now to have at the club would be fucking Cavani. Imagine
Exactly.
playing under Cavani.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or even Ollie Watkins, man. Like, anything like that. Like, any mature.
If you brought Sesko in, you needed to bring in someone to rotate and show him how to play, which we've always
Chris
said.
Wood. Chris Wood is the man. Mate,
Can't even get a
he
game.
is. Hey, he is. He loves it. But like, you're always going to buy young players and all that. It just seems that we consistently buy young players every summer.
Yeah.
You know,
But you need
we
to
thought
have a
Garnacho
strong
was
player.
going to be this massive player, you know, and
Yeah.
that didn't happen. Then you got the Greenwood situation, and you got others there, like the young left back that went to Benfica and now he's at Real Madrid. Like, what's going on here? Like,
I think the point on Garnacho, I think he could have been a massive player. But the problem was he ended up playing 100 and something games. I think that's the problem here. All these young players have had to play so many games and they're not learning from the bench. Ollie Solskjaer used to say the same thing. He used to get the shit spoon on the bench, but one thing he did well from the bench was read the game.
but he also watched the game.
But that's
Half
what I'm
these players
saying.
don't watch the
That's
game.
what I'm saying. He's reading the game and watching the game. Our
Roy
players,
Keane made a
our young
good
players come in, they're playing 100 games in 2 years. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, because now they're trying to promote youth in every club, and they're trying to say that age is just a number. Look at Yamal. It's fucking, even though he's a different level. But Roy Keane made a good point the other day on a podcast. I think it was about a week ago. He said, "What's wrong with learning your craft from sitting on the bench for the first 3 years of your career?"
You know
in the
why?
first
Because
team.
you got family, you got management, you got sponsors, and you got all this stuff going in that person's ear, going, I can get you a deal at Chelsea, you'll be playing. That's the difference.
Yeah, the Garnacho one hurts.
But it's not like he's gone on to Chelsea and excelled.
But he's
No,
not going
definitely
to.
not, but he's
They're
gone to
the
the
same
wrong
type of
club
club
for
as us.
himself.
Hey?
But Chelsea the same club as us. Look at their wingers. They got Jamie Bono Gittins on the left and Garnacho on the right. They got Pedro Neto, and Cole Palmer sometimes plays out wide, but he doesn't really. They're just by young players as well.
Yeah, but they get sold the dream and they get these 7 and 8 year contracts. Like, they're still paying Raheem Sterling for the next 3 years.
Well, they've still got Makai and Mudryk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Oh,
2031.
Yeah. But like Chelsea's the worst club to profile like a crisis on, because they're run completely different, and that's his way and all that. Our way is just completely effed up. Like, it's not even close to
There's no
like that
consistency.
sort of style of business. You know what I mean? So, because at the end of the day, this is what football's turned into now: is business and money. Where it used to be about football and then a bit of business, it's complete opposite now.
Yeah, it's just.
Like, you look at Jordan. Where was that game played between Barcelona and Real Madrid last night?
Oh,
Fuck it off, mate. The fact you're in Saudi Arabia for a Spanish Cup final of an El Clasico, and you're in Saudi Arabia.
Where's it next year?
Where is it? It's not Saudi again.
Qatar.
That's even worse.
Qatar. It's all about money. Like, and that's the thing. Like,
Well, it's
you know,
like
it's
Milan was supposed to
unbelievable.
play
In
Como.
Perth, they canned it.
Yeah.
They canned it, yeah. But that was down to player power, because players didn't want to fly around the other side of the world and have to
So
play.
they shouldn't.
100%. You know,
But
like,
you're-
it's all about making money. Like, and that's the issue. Like, United are happy because they're still getting the 75,000 every week turning up. Like, you imagine if, like, obviously the season ticket holders have already paid for it and that. You imagine if that stadium's half full tonight.
Yeah, I would love it to be, but it wouldn't be.
No, that's right. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's down to individuals at the club, and, you know, the players don't get out of this scotch-free either, but it's like any businessman. Like, if the top's not run well, how do you expect the rest of the company to be run well?
It's been the same thing for fucking 10 years now, though. But with this, just had the same thing.
But
The top's
nothing's
not run
changed,
well.
Jordan. What's
I
changed?
know. That's what I mean.
Like,
It's fucking
Radcliffe-
crazy.
Radcliffe's there, but he's just the face for the Glazers, pretty much. Like, they're just sitting back in Florida laughing.
Yeah. Well, he's cutting the staff from using their fucking canteen for free and Christmas presents and shit, but sacking managers for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. Get the fuck out of the club.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
But you know what? We'll come out and beat City this week. You watch. That's just how we roll.
That's not
No,
going
we're
to
rolled.
happen.
We're gonna get rolled.
That's not going to happen.
Hey,
That
where
was
does
the
Ahmad
point
play?
where Ahmad might be coming soon.
No,
Ahmad,
where's he
Mans,
play? Where's he play?
On the
What
bench.
position?
Bench.
bench.
Ahmed has to start on the bench. We have to have some sort of firepower, and that's the best thing I think for him is if him to come on and actually run it per teams.
Well, this is what I've been saying for 18 months. We've had no impact off the bench. Like,
Nah.
you know, you're relying on kids and stuff. And, you know, but is Ahmad's attitude going to be he's happy to be on the bench? He's just had an outstanding AFCON, probably the player of the tournament. And he's going to come to a shit United team and sit on the bench when you got Cunha who's playing shit.
But he can't play on the left. That's the problem.
No, but you could. Personally, I'll put Brian Burmo there and Ahmad together as the 10s. Cunha needs to be dropped, man. Like, otherwise, he's just, what's he going to do?
I don't think Cunha should start, but I don't think you can play Brian or Ahmad on the left. I just don't think.
There's
their
no
play
if
styles
if
work.
Carrick's still in this weekend, he's not dropping Mbeumo. I mean, what do you call it?
No,
Cunha.
because he'll crack the shits.
Yeah, there's no way he's drop. No
I don't think you'll
chance.
get a choice. I think
Who's
the board will
the
tell him.
third
you
wheel,
play
though?
him.
Who's the third wheel? So you're going to have Fletcher, Carrick, and then they're saying there's another somebody else coming in.
Sam Allardyce.
Who's that third person?
Roy Hodgson.
who's that third person? Is
Well,
it Van Nistelrooy? Is it Ollie going to be behind the scenes?
No.
Who's it going to be?
Ollie has to just go now, like, for me. Like, well, Jonathan Woodgate was his assistant at Middlesbrough, and Carrick's brother was his other assistant, so who knows if it's one of them.
Jonathan Woodgate's probably most likely to come.
Yeah. I think
Is there any
Ollie, the love and the dream for Ollie, like the way he lost the dressing room at the end there, I just think you
can't have him. No. Do you think Van Nistelrooy might come in there? He wouldn't be happy enough to join the two of them.
I have an unpopular opinion. I would still take Oli.
Who?
Ollie, you'd have.
I would still take Oli.
For me,
Why?
Why not?
Because that
Just
was
because
like
he
4
lost
years
dressing
ago.
room.
It was 4 years ago.
Huh?
For me, I'd bring Van Nistelrooy in even just to help coach the striker.
That's exactly what I was waiting to say. I would bring Van Nistelrooy in
It's simple.
as the attacking coach for us. But I also like him as a manager because he's got that, like, he looks like he's got the authority of, like, when he stands on the sideline, you look over at him and you sit there and think, yeah, like, I feel like a player's got to be scared of a manager in a way. They've got to be scared to
You
fuck
reckon
up
Johnny
out there.
Evans was coaching our centre halves this morning?
Clearly not. None of them
You
know
know
how
what?
to be fucking
what?
tight
You know
with
the my other thought, and Dean and I were talking about this was Johnny Evans was on the bench. What's to say that he's not going to be the third wheel?
He probably will be.
Yeah. Because
He
he
needs to
was
coach like that.
talking to Casemiro and showing him stuff on the pad, and he was telling Casemiro what he should be doing.
Yeah.
So he's probably the one. I reckon in a few hours' time. What time is it in the UK?
So answer this question. Why did Fletcher get the job instead of the under-21s coach?
Because his sons are in the squad now.
No, it's because he's a United, ex-player. Like,
Yeah, it's
obviously
exactly
the
what it
under-21s coach has more experience and stuff like that. Why wouldn't he have been given it? Because he isn't the face. Like, it's all just wrong. Everything's backwards.
Yeah. I'd want... I don't know who I'd want. Fuck it. It's just... It's just shit.
Maybe Carlo Ancelotti could be like in
No
Brazil,
sane manager would come to United in this fucking
Lucky
circus. We
Don
don't see
Carlo's
it.
not sane, mate, and he's coming after the World Cup.
But in saying that, okay, I get like it's a shit place to work. But imagine if you're that guy that turns this all around,
Yep.
what that does for a career.
See,
Oh,
that's
if you're
the whole
if you're the
point. I've been-
manager, sorry, you go, Nick.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like I've been convincing myself for last 13 years that there will be some player or a manager who will come and make this turn. Like they'll change the entire scenario. Like they'll turn the history upside down, and then we're back to the glory. It is not going to happen unless and until we have the root sorted. Yeah, our root is like rotten. The core of this club is rotten. You can't see. You don't expect Carlo Ancelotti to come in this sort of a group, and then if he's
No,
not
he's
backed by
coming
the,
back to club football.
huh?
He won't come back to club football.
He's too
That's
old.
there's another discussion to happen. But I'm just giving you a hypothetical scenario where if he's saying that Carlo Ancelotti should come back from the Nationals and come coach United, and then he's the guy who is bringing this club up, like coming out of bringing this club out of that loop. It's not going to happen unless and until we have a strong foundation. And it has become so bad in last few years under this owner, under new owners as well. It is not going to happen in like sooner or later. I believe Omar Barada has said that in 2027 or 2028 we're going to win the Premier League. It's a far-fetched dream right now, seeing that.
To win the Premier League, you need a striker that's going to win the Golden Boot. You need a
100%.
fucking backline that's going to.
But do you think also
Gold
Carlo
Cup.
Ancelotti to do?
Wait, what? You like lagging?
Surely Jason Wilcox isn't going to be telling him what to do. Like Carlo Ancelotti would be saying to the owners or whoever, "This is my team. This is my setup. If you want me, that's what I want. Otherwise," and they won't give it to him.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean, and that's why I think like we sat there before and said that the idea of being the manager to make Manchester United back at the top would like imagine the fucking your career from that.
But like
No
like Carlo
no
Ancelotti won't ruin his
that
career
now.
by trying to coach Manchester United.
But
so.
nobody's going to want to do that after what Ruben has publicly said that he doesn't get a say in anything because they're going to go, well, you're going to tell me I'm going to get a say, but you're not going to let me have a say. So what's the
But
point?
Ineos could come out and sack Wilcox tomorrow. Like it wouldn't surprise me. Like, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
So it could get to the summer and they go, "Oh yeah, Jason's going to decide to move on." Then you bring in like a Nigelsmann or a Tuchel.
Luis
something like
Enrique.
I've got one here from Elliot. It's going to be old mate who was there when Carrick was there last time. The guy who managed Hull and was Fergie's number 2. You're talking about
Phelan.
Mike Phelan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to get some information whether it's Mike Phelan. I don't know. I don't think
No,
Mike-
not Mike Phelan. It would be
No,
René
yeah.
Milston. René Milston, right?
I thought he lived in America now, right?
He was
Yeah.
René, if I'm not wrong.
It could be, but I don't think
surely-
I don't think he'll
surely
come
it has
back.
to be
He
an
hasn't been around the
experience.
club for years, man.
It's got to be an experienced manager in some sort of
Yeah.
degree, like surely. Well, what's the point?
Mike Phelan's probably the closest one you'd probably get. He's been around the club for a long time, still around the club as well.
But this
So-
is my issue. We're going back to things we've already tried and done. Like, you know,
Exactly.
why not just have Fletcher and Carrick and Johnny Evans? Like, you know what I mean? I don't see the point in going backwards into like the past. Oh yeah, like that. Ollie worked
And-
for a season. Let's get him back. Like, it just doesn't work.
No. And for your question, Dino, you said why not Ollie? I'm not saying to make Ollie a permanent manager. He should be a caretaker manager till the end, just to see the season off, just to hold that ship that we are right now sailing at number 7 in the Premier League. We are out of FA Cup, and I'm quite sure if we lose the next 2 games, we are not even in the European flight as well. We are dropping at 10th position, if I'm not wrong.
But Ollie was
why
the face, mate. Like Ollie wasn't the coach. Kieran McKenna was the coach of that football team. Ollie was there standing on the sideline. So
Yeah, but you
Ollie
have
lost
the coaching
dressing
staff.
room. Ollie lost the dressing room. Like the players overpowered Ollie, and that's the end of it. Like that's what
Then
they did.
get Kieran McKenna for that matter, if that is the case, because we are looking for a head
Isn't he
coach,
the
not for
coach?
the
Is he
manager.
coaching already?
He was coaching Ipswich, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so he's not going to leave Ipswich to come back and do a 6-month stint.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you cannot get Kieran McKenna, you can get Oli. He's not going to lose anything from here. I think so, because there are only 15 games left What's worse can happen? There was this press conference by.
It's going back.
There was
we need
but
Nick,
you know
we
what?
need some consistency. We need to finish in those top 8 positions to get European football.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
I
I
don't
don't
think-
think so we are finding. Yeah, but that is what my point is. Harry Maguire had this saying in last couple of years back where he felt good about him playing in a system where Oli when there was Oli as a manager. Bruno was flourishing when Oli was there as a manager. So don't you think like the core players that we had who had a really good rapport with Oli and they played really good football under a manager? It was Oli. So why don't we get Oli for like the next few months?
But
I
Bruno's
think that
been
would
playing
be
good. Bruno's been playing good under every manager, not just Oli.
Yeah, but the numbers that he have put in under Oli was incredible.
Yeah, but you still got another 9 players. You can't just be like, oh, Bruno played good
Yeah,
under
but
Oli.
who are
That's
who are the rest of the 9 players who would have the say? Lisandro Martinez, I don't think so. Let's talk about the senior players that we have right now.
I'm just saying,
Diego
you're going
Lepas.
backwards. You're going backwards.
I'm just so even getting a Carrick, even getting Ruud van Nistelrooy, we are going backwards.
Yeah, but Oli managed 180 games, so it's not like he was there for like a short. Like he was in the dressing room.
Yeah, but he's not having anything at the moment. He's just an analyst in UEFA. He's more than happy to take that 15 odd games and play. I'm not saying even if we manage to play incredible football under Oli for the next 15 games, like we are beating Arsenal, we are beating City, I don't want him to be the permanent manager. We'll try to figure out someone else by the time. But I think getting Oli would make more sense.
You know what
At
would
this
happen?
point.
Oli wins, say, 11 out of 15 games. All us fans will be going, keep Oli, keep Oli. That is
that is
I did that last time with him.
Yeah,
I'm going to say something very controversial.
Go say it, please.
Go, George, go.
Please.
Oli was a good manager for Manchester United because of the players he had at his disposal at the time. You had Mason Greenwood, you had Cavani, you had all these. Like the squad now is worse than what it was back then. It was. He went and signed Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho, and Cristiano Ronaldo on a window. We just brought in Cunha, who can't complete a fucking pass, Brian Mbeumo, who's been fucking in AFCON, and Sesko, who scored 4 goals in 20 games. Like, we're not... Oli didn't come in as the coach. He came in as a guy to settle the club.
100%.
He had a support system behind him, like Kieran McKenna, that would actually coach the players in how to play. So if we were to bring Oli back now, we need to bring a whole coaching staff back.
Yeah.
Let me bring some of these comments up.
I just see, just give Carrick a crack. Like, what did he manage? 2 games for us or 3 games? Like,
Carrick or Van Nistelrooy?
Yeah.
I'm going to read probably about 4 or 5 comments, so just hold 5, all right? I know you're keen, and it's been a fiery podcast, which is very good. It's good, very entertaining. But everyone's involved, so it's really good.
And the cops haven't come yet either, so it's good.
If you want to be winning a league, we are 10 players short. Only Fernandez is starting 11 material in top sides. Yeah, we know that. What do you call it? Get Brian Kidd back. Yeah, I don't know about that. As much as
Have you seen him lately?
Yeah.
He wouldn't know technology.
Yeah. Where are we? This is Elliot. I was Ollie in when Amarim was just sacked, but the more and more I think about it, the more I think Carrick is the logical choice for interim. 100%, mate. 100%.
Carrick's going to start in our midfield. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
We still got
Evening,
full legs.
good vibes. Ollie can't bring back vibes to this mess of this club. Where are we?
Ollie's not coming back to the wheel.
Just let Malaysia be player manager until the end of the season.
He actually should have come on today, I reckon.
Yeah, 100%.
He should have
man.
come on today.
Fucking,
I would put Dorgo at right back, taken Dallo off, and put Malassi at left back.
Elliot again. The problem is Ollie will want the job long term if he does well. We need an interim and bring in Enrique or Tuchel in the summer.
Imagine Enrique coming in after he's just had that squad at PSG.
Yeah.
That's the other bit that worries me with getting a manager like him. He's going to look at what he had at PSG and look at what he's got at Manchester United and go, nah, I've got other options.
And we've got no money. We've got no money to spend.
But that's the thing what we're saying here. Like Elliot made a point of scratch the season.
You can't.
You don't make Europe, man. We are fucked financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we
Doesn't
already
matter
are.
what manager we got. But it doesn't matter what manager we bring in. We've got no
Yeah.
fucking money to spend.
Yeah.
I've got one more here from Tom. Roy Keane, until then, nothing makes sense. Only face I want to see at Carrington.
He
No,
won't be
I
there
agree,
while
but it's just not
he
gonna
won't
happen,
he won't
mate.
ever get a job there while Fergie's still.
No, but that's Tom's dream guy. So I get where Tom's coming from. Look, we all would
I
like
think
to
he
see Roy Keane turn the place upside down, but it's simply not going to happen. Mate,
It's needed.
Barada and Wilcock, they'd shit himself, man. Honestly.
But Roy Keane would be sacked after a month.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Roy
agree
Keane
with Elliot's
came in
comment.
and sacked him.
Elliot's comment.
You know what?
Elliot.
Spending money on
So you're
sacking
spending money on sacking managers.
Yeah. But hey, the staff can't eat for free anymore. Saving money.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Look, man, we can keep going around and round and round in circles. At the end of the day, I think it's an all-round problem. And the main problem is up inside the boardroom. And, you know, we can talk, and I love having these conversations because tonight's pod's just been unreal. We've gone at each other. We've all got different opinions. But at the end of the day, we all know all the problems are up the top. And, look, I'd love to say better days are coming, but I think we just need to strap ourselves in because I think it's going to get worse before it gets good. In my opinion, I think obviously Carrick's going to come in. The third wheel, I don't want Ollie. I love Ollie, but I don't want him. I'd rather see Van Nistelrooy in as that third person, and you know, maybe he might be able to help our strikers out.
Our one striker.
Our one striker, yeah.
I think,
You know what
I
I
think
mean?
Van Nistelrooy would want the number one
Yeah,
spotlight.
same.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I know that's the
managed
issue,
alongside
yeah.
Carrick.
Yeah. The other thing I wouldn't mind seeing is, and which I don't really understand, is why we can't call back some of our players that are on loan. I don't understand that. Can someone, before we finish, I want someone to explain that to me. Why
It
we
all
can't?
depends on the contracts.
It depends on if you got a buy obligation. If you do, I believe you're actually not. I could be wrong saying this, but I believe if they've got a buy clause put
Obligation
in the
buy.
loan, say Rasmus Højlund, for example, if Napoli qualify for top four, they sign him for I think it's 46 million plus 6 million add-ons or something like
But
that.
who are you bringing back?
I'm just
That's
saying, look, because we've got players out at the moment that are playing with men, right? They're out playing in leagues everywhere. And instead of calling on as much as I want youth in there, right? We've got players sitting on our bench, youth players sitting on a bench that aren't going to get minutes, okay? We've got players that are injured. If we call back some of the players that aren't on this buy clause,
Yeah,
at least we've got some kind
That's the
of
problem, though.
experience sitting on the bench, some
Yep.
kind of experience.
So they won't get.
Remember, the club's out of fucking turmoil. So we
There's
need to
two
look for
points.
something.
So firstly, you got to pay compensation to a club if you recall a player. I doubt Jim Radcliffe's going to want to do that.
Money is in it.
Two, if the players that we have loaned out, we've loaned out so they have a buy clause so we can sell them after the season. Like the only reason we're letting players go, like we fucking need players, but we're letting the players go that no one's signing. Like no one came in for Rasmus Højlund other than Napoli on a loan deal. We had to get rid of him to bring Sesko in.
But you also, like, if you recall a player now, because, you know, Brian and Burma and that were at AFCON, they come back, that player's sitting on the bench again, no minutes, where the whole point of going out on loan is to get minutes. So
Maybe we should just
now
put
we've got, how
Sancho
many
back.
games we got left?
15.
Bring
mate.
Sancho back.
No, but we've got 15 games left. Like, that front three in that are going to be playing at least 75 to the whole game, every game now.
I've got a comment here. Dead players, mate. They went out on loan for a reason. Mate, that is such a fucking dumb comment. Honest to God, man. If that was the fucking case, you wouldn't have players like fucking David Beckham coming back from loan. Like, they go out to get minutes. That's the reason why they go out. They don't get fucking send them out on loan because they're shit players. They go out. They send them out so they get what do you call it? Minutes of more experience. I don't mean to say that, but fuck, seriously, man. That's
But football's
crazy to
also
say
changed
that.
since then.
No, I have another theory for this. It's not only the reason why they want minutes to play. It's also the financials that comes into the picture, because the more the players are there on the sheet, the more we have to pay from our own pocket. So probably if we are loaning out a player who is not going to be around this club for in future. And probably we gonna save some sort of a wage for the entire year. Say, for example, we are saving around 10 million or 10 odd millions on Rashford. Not because he's not going to get minutes here. He would have gotten fair bit of minutes here in paying for him United. But we are going to save that amount of money so that we can invest that amount of money in some players that is not going to play again. So it's another loop that we are going into. But that's the whole
Nothing
point.
also is exposure. So you got young players like Ethan Innes,
Yeah.
playing well. Like, he's not going to make the Manchester United team. Like, let's be honest. But he gets exposure to championship sides and stuff like that, where they might make 3-4 million. You know what I mean?
Harry
Like,
and Mass.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to call out this Muppet again. That's why you have 5 people watching, dude. Mate, if you think the reason why we're doing this is to get views, fucking switch your TV off now, mate, because you're one less person.
Well, he's watching.
Yeah, exactly. I would rather have
Those
one
5 watching
person
dudes.
watching than have fucking clowns like you watching this pod. Seriously, man. I do this because I want to catch up with me mates, and we figure, fuck, we might as well just fucking go live. That's the reason why we do it, mate. Fucking hell. If you think I want thousands of people watching, you're actually living in a fucking dreamland, you moron. Oh, mate.
Get him!
You should take this clip. You should take this short clip and post it on Insta.
Hey, the feds are coming now.
You should probably take a short clipping of this and post it.
Obviously, people don't know me really well. That some people on this pod.
My whole neighbourhood knows him now.
Oh, mate. Honest to God, man.
So we're going to beat City
Classic.
2-1. You watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we better get Adam off this, Jordan. It's going to...
Holidays are rare case.
Here we go. Let me read a couple more, and then we'll finish up. All right, we've got a couple more here. More importantly, what time we're meeting on Saturday? Well, yeah, quoting Beckham going on loan. Ha 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 ha. Well, did he not go on loan? Fuck me, Dad. You're the one that says they go on loan because they're shit. You're an absolute clown, mate. Fucking walk on. McTominay is a rare case of one of our former players I would want back, still in his prime, effectively player, versatile, etc. Okay, whatever. Yeah.
McTominay is an example of fitting a manager's system perfectly.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
He
that's
fits.
right.
He fits Conte's system as almost an attacking 8 so perfectly that all he does is run. Like his 2 goals today were inside the box.
Yeah.
Like he just runs. He's brilliant in Italy, brilliant. But he suits Conte's play style so well.
And who's selling more
Keeps doing
shirts, McTominay or Cunha?
I don't know. Scotty's a Naples fucking icon now.
Yeah. I mean, before he went at United, that's what they do. They see the big name, and that's what they do. So
Wait a sec. Just before we finish, tell me the relevance of Beckham's loan. Well, you just said anyone that goes out on loan is a shit player, basically.
Where did he go on loan, mate?
He went on loan. They called him back. So Beckham went out on loan. He wasn't really a shit player. He went out to get minutes. So prime example.
He went to Preston.
Yeah.
What are you on about?
I don't know. Oh, wait a sec. He's telling us he went to Preston North End. I didn't know that.
Adam, you
He
should
played
not be
with
giving
boys.
so much
We
of
know this, mate.
that's a different guy, mate.
No, same bloke.
No, this guy.
Yeah.
That's a different guy.
No, it's not.
It is.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
is it?
Yeah.
It is a different guy. It is a different guy.
This guy's raging. He doesn't know what's going on.
Who's
Apologies.
Who's Box?
Apologies.
Who's
Apologies,
Box? 'Cause
oh, mate.
I agree with what he's
Birdman,
saying.
he's
with,
basically saying your comment is flawed. What a muppet. Yeah. I know what you're saying, Elliot. Anyways, let's get off this pod before I start getting really bad.
Really bad. I don't see really bad.
All right, boys. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for bringing some controversy. Thanks for your comments. Can't wait for next pod. We'll probably have one person watching us because, that's the reason why we're playing Birdman watching us. So thanks, Birdman, for turning up and making us have 8 people instead of 3. So you're a champion. Just remember, don't turn up next week because we don't want you. See you, mate.
That is. I need this sort of a short clipping on your Insta, by the way. Huh? The rant that you had against Birdman, please
Yeah.
try to get the 30 seconds short clipping and post it.
Picture.
Yeah.
Birdman, I'm going to follow you on YouTube.
You're looking for
Mate,
thousands of followers.
better than the fucking Brighton game, I'll tell you that much.
We like to entertain, Jordan. You know that.
Oh, mate, it's cracked me up.
Proudly sponsored by Canadian clubs.
Oh, I miss it.
No, they haven't paid us yet. No paid advertising.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. All right, boys. Thank you for coming on. We'll talk to you later. Thank you to everyone else for coming on. Hey, Birdman, while you're there, mate, do us a favour. Go and like our pages on Instagram and TikTok, since you love us so much. Talk to you later. See you later.
There he is.
Yep.
Check ya.
Cantona. Gary Neville looking for his first goal for Manchester United. What a time to get it! Well, well, incredible cross.
I